Hi, everybody. A warm welcome to our live stream. Yes. Fatima is also there. Ella Maha. She's my assistant. So thank you so much. And thank you for being part of this live stream. Today we will speak about energies and about a rare planetary parade. This happens in the midst of August, on 12th of August, but there's so much going on. And I want to talk about this. Are those good energies? Are they not so good energies? We will explore. But first, a warm welcome to everybody here. And please type down in the chat from where you are and watching this live stream. And if you have any questions, you can ask me here live. And if I have an answer, I will give it to you. So, a warm welcome. What will happen with this planetary parade? And you can watch it. I can see it from this window. I see Jupiter and Venus in the morning. You can watch at maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. And then you can see Mercury in one line, and you can see Venus. You see Jupiter in one line. Then you cannot see with your eyes, but Uranus is also in the line, and then Saturn and Neptune. Neptune you also cannot see. But this is very rare, and there are no coincidences. If something appears in the night sky, then this is very meaningful. And because we have one day later a very important conjunction of Jupiter and Venus, we will speak about this, and one day later we have the sun in Gandanta. That's really amazing. And this planetary parade, this shows us that something is coming, something very important, something that will shape the upcoming year. I'm sure it will. So a warm welcome from everywhere. Thank you from Netherlands. Yay. And yeah, and if you have any questions, please, those live streams are always for your questions, so you can ask me anything you want, and hopefully a spiritual question or an astrology question is also fine. So check it out, check the planetary parade, and really connect with the energies of the planets. What does this mean? Is it a good energy? Is it not so good energy? And I think it brings both, but we will explore it more. The first important is when we see it on an astrological level. And we have today a very amazing full moon, I forgot. And one day later, or you can say now we have also a conjunction of Mars. Mars is opposite of Saturn and Neptune, and in Vedic astrology we speak of a conjunction if they are opposite. And this is really rare because all those planets, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Mars, they are really amazing, powerful planets. They are all at 7 degrees at this time, and this brings a lot to the forefront. And mainly Mars and Saturn, when they are opposite, they are like brake and gas pedal, you can say, and you can feel a lot of confusion and nothing goes really forward like you want to do. And then we have Mercury. Mercury is retrograde, and this means nothing really can go straight forward. But it is an important time. It is a time to really ask yourself, is my way I'm walking the right way? Or should I change something? This is an important time. So one day after this planetary parade, And you can watch it also a day later. It is not only one day. We can see it several days. And one day later, we have the conjunction of Jupiter and Venus in the sign of Gemini. And this is also very, very important. This does not happen every year because Jupiter is 1 year in one sign. And this means this happens only all 12 years, you can say. So or a longer period. So this is also very important. And Jupiter and Venus, they are both, they speak about money, they speak about finances, and they speak about our values. And in Gemini, it is about technology. It is about digital currency. And so we will see this will be a very important point for more that is coming up for cashless systems, for digital currencies, for change in monetary systems. So this is important. This does not mean that tomorrow or next days something amazing must happen, like a change there. But this will bring up changes, very important changes. And we will maybe see and say in 1 year, did you remember what Sylvia said? Yes, I hope so. And yes, I hope that it will help to bring more freedom. I know a lot of people, they only think when digital currencies will come, it will be something very bad. I think both possibilities are there, and mainly because Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, and Uranus changed in the sign of Taurus last year. And this is also about money and exchange and our values, banking system. So there's a lot going on. And Uranus is a higher energy. This speaks about change in higher technology or something like this. So we have those amazing, important conjunction of Jupiter and Venus exact 1 day after this planetary parade. And this is not the last thing, because we have 1 day later, you can say, the sun in Gandanta. And that is really also very important. And with all those energies together, very important. And the sun speaks about our inner light, our inner guidance, very, very important. It speaks about our courage, our self-confidence. But then the sun is in the transit from the sign of Cancer to the sign of Leo. And this is a very important point, a knot, you can say, and we call it in Vedic astrology Gandanta. This is a time when there is no control. You can feel really like you can drunk, you can say, that something goes totally not planned, you can say. And so this is very important. From August the 14th till the 20th, we have this very important situation where the sun is in Gandanta. And also we know we have the lunar nodes now in Leo Ketu, and in Aquarius is Rahu. This is also very important and triggers those nodes with the sun in Gandanta. And this will be highly significant for many people, for governments, for leaderships, for people in power. They can really lose their power, can lose their control. So Very, very important. And very interestingly, for Donald Trump, is the sign of Cancer, the 12th house. The 12th house, we know, is about endings. And Leo is the first house in his birth horoscope. And this means it could bring something very special, very personal to Donald Trump. So this is really important. And also because of the planets, because we have uh, not only his first house triggered with the sun in Gandanta, and also with Ketu in the first house, this is also a trigger, but also in his sixth house is Pluto, and in his eighth house. And 6, 8 are the most difficult houses, and the 12th house, and they are all triggered. So this is a very important time for Donald Trump. Like I told in my monthly update, yes, it is a time where nothing really functions and it will be out of control. And mainly scandals. Scandals come to light with those energies. And the amazing thing is, with Neptune and Saturn in his eighth house, the sign of Pisces, and this is also the natural 12th house, and sorry for so much astrology, um, and you might know that there was a deal from Donald Trump with a Mexican drug lord, a very important person, and Trump pardoned this person in the year 2020. And this was a very important hidden deal because of the election, and he had with this Mexican drug lord a lot of support for his election campaign. So there is a lot going on. And you might know that Donald Trump, he speaks about the migrations and how they bring danger to the US, and also the drug problem. But he has pardoned a very important Mexican drug lord in 2020. So very, very interesting what could happen in this time. Maybe this will come up, this scandal there will be some light on this. We will see, because Pisces and Neptune, they are connected to drugs. And the eighth house is also about scandals, and with those energies, they can come to light. So very, very interesting. And for Volodymyr Zelensky, also a very important time, because in Ukraine, I spoke about in my monthly update, the sign of Leo is the eighth house, and there is the natural sun, and now is the sun in the transit in this house, and this and sun in Gandanta. This also brings a lot about his leadership position to the forefront. So very important time now in middle of August. And then we also not only have all those things, we have more, because you might know the heliacal rising of the star Sirius. This happens normally between the 15th and 17th of August. And this is very meaningful. It was the beginning of a new year in Egypt, and always the wise men are watching what is the color of Sirius, because this speaks about the year, what will come. Now we have this planetary parade. We have sun in Gandanta when Sirius is rising. So this is very important, because this is connected also to the Lion's portal, to the Sirius portal we have now, with a very important 8-8, the 8th of August. So we will see how this will play out. And on August the 15th, Trump and Putin will meet. So right in the middle of this phase, when the sun is in Gandanta. Very meaningful, very meaningful. And then we have also Ketu, Ketu in Leo, and Ketu speaks about isolation, introspection, and losing something very important. And it brings also for all of us a lot of confusion. When the sun is in Leo and in Gandanta, it brings also for us the feeling of losing control, not knowing what is the best way, thinking about I'm losing the ground under my feet. So many people will experience extreme changes with those energies, with all those coming together energies. But it speaks also about the spiritual transformation that should happen right now. But scandals, we will see scandals. And we also see right now a lot of the earth is shaking, earth eruptions and earthquakes are possible at this time, and solar flares, we see a lot is going on at this time, and unrest among people, emotionally turbulent time phase we are heading. And but I also feel since maybe 4 days there is a lot of good energy that is created by those high frequencies of all those planetary shifts. So this is a good also a good direction, you can say, that opens up. If you are ready, if you are ready to really step in your bigger shoes and really allow yourself to feel free to do the things you like most, and not to focus too much on the negative side, focus on the positive side. This is important. And to transform your feelings. Like I always say, this is most important. So Madden is writing with so much confusion, chaos, and politics. How can I just be spiritual and protect myself with doing something positive for situations like Gaza? Madden, I'm so with you. I'm also really, when I see those pictures of Gaza and what is happening in the world, this can really create distraction, and you can really lose yourself in those energies. But the best really is to open your heart for Gaza. Open your heart for Gaza and really bring your good vibes to those people. This is so important. We often forget we live in an energetic universe. So, and really release your own old stuff, I would say, your own negative beliefs, you can say, and really heal yourself. And then really from this open heart, send your love and your guidance to Gaza. This is really important. And if somebody's open, speak about it. Go to demonstrations if you feel this is right. And it is not about blaming Israel. And a lot of people there, they also do not want to see those pain and those problems in Gaza. And yeah, this is really what I can tell you, because there's not only one world, and we forget it so often. It is about our energy and sending a lot of love and knowing there will be a solution. There will be a solution, and there will be a free Palestine. This is I'm holding here in my heart. Freedom for everybody, and really peace, and living in harmony, understanding we are one, we are really one, we are together. And if I attack a person, this will always come back to me. This is never good, never a good idea. And I also know a lot of soldiers in Israel. They cannot do this job so long to really shut down people and children. This is not good. And a lot of those soldiers, they also feel a lot of pain. And yeah, so yeah, send your good vibes to those people and release your own blockages and what you are doing in your life. This is important. When are these wars gonna fully stop? Wow. I think a lot will happen. Maybe 2027, when the first extraterrestrials will show up, maybe the Pleiades or the Yaye. This will change a lot of things. Maybe not exactly from one day to the next, but it will start something very big, amazing. The remembering of who we are, that we do not need to fight against to be free. We do not have to fight it anyway. So, yeah. Hello to South Africa. Hello, Sylvia. Is the bifurcation of timelines to the point of clearly situating a person in the ascendance position? Sorry, Chris. I do not really understand your question. What I can tell you is that really everything you do, Chris, matters. And there's really like two different big timeline fields, you can say, with a lot of timelines. And your frequency determines in which direction you are going. So this is most important. And yes, not everybody will go with you, and that's okay. Trump is Gemini. I have a birth chart from Donald Trump, and his ascendant is in the sign of Leo, and Taurus is his 10th house. I made a lot of prediction, and you can watch my videos about Trump. My heart is open for Gaza. Yes. I thought this year they were going to appear, the Pleiadians. Yes, I think 2027, maybe before. If we start here a bigger war, maybe they will show up earlier because they have to, so that humanity is not destroying everything and not destroying our ascendant process, you can say. So, nothing to fear. I can only tell you nothing to fear. There's a lot of good energy, and people are waking up. So, nothing to fear. Can I still get my chart done if I don't know the time of the day I was born? Catherine, it's not so easy to do it. If you know maybe about 1 hour, then it's easier. We can try to do it, because if the moon is in this day in one zodiac sign, you can say, then you can check your horoscope from the moon. This is possible. But if you do not have any idea of time of the day, then it's really difficult. Yes, but you can ask. There are always offices you can ask, or hospital where you were born. There's a lot of things you can do to find it out. Okay, do you have any more questions for me? Hi from Zeta Reticuli. Wow, amazing. This is really amazing. So yes, and maybe we will see people from Zeta Reticuli. Absolutely. So if there are no more questions, so sorry, then I have to finish my live stream. And if you have a question, please type it down. And yes. And if you want to know more about holistic healing, I also have a amazing, beautiful healing online course. You can check it out. And yes, give the video a thumbs up that my message can reach a lot of people, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. And yeah, do not forget, I love you.